Back to our fires burning in Colorado right now. We begin with the Waldo Canyon fire burning west of Colorado Springs. 6,000 people are evacuated right now. The fire up to 3,600 acres with 0% containment at this hour. Officials will give us the latest at an 8 a.m. briefing later this morning. And TAC Landrock is live, though, in Colorado Springs right now at the command center. Good morning.
Good morning, Christine. You know, right now we want to show you a live shot of the mountains behind me. You can see where that fire is still burning. The smoke in the air, it is thick. The good news, not very windy down here in Colorado Springs right now. Now, when we got here about 4 o'clock this morning, you could see the flare-ups as the fire was crowning in those trees, as you said. 6,000 still evacuated. Now, I grew up here in the Colorado Springs area, and several of my friends have been displaced by this fire. I did speak with one last night, and she is worried with how the winds have been erratic and how dry it has been here. And as the temperatures heat up today, that is going to be a big issue. And a slight shift in those winds could actually send those flames toward her home in the Mountain Shadows neighborhood. She is part of the 5,000 that 6,000 are still evacuated. Now, 5,000 were able to go home last night in the Manitou Springs area. That is just west of Colorado Springs, but they have been told they need to stay on alert.
It's definitely a concern. Kind of makes you not want to go back, just in case you leave the second you get there.
Now, the fire is at about 3,600 acres, 0% containment right now. We've been told about 450 firefighters are on the front line trying to keep that blaze down. Again, we do have an 8 o'clock press briefing to get more information. They did fly over the fire scene last night around 11 o'clock to get a site survey, so we expect that acreage to grow later today. Reporting live from Colorado Springs, TAC Landrock, 7 News.
Thank you, TAC.
Well, today the Department of Defense is stepping up the fight on the Waldo Canyon fire. Right now there are 450 firefighters working this fire with the help of 8 planes and 2 helicopters. Today the Department of Defense is sending in 4 specially equipped C-130s. Lawmakers approved the use of those planes when the Waldo Canyon fire flared up on Saturday night. These planes won't just be working on the Waldo Canyon fire, however. They will be assisting putting out the other fires burning in Colorado. Now, thousands of homes are still threatened by the Waldo Canyon fire right now. Many in unincorporated El Paso County are evacuated, as we've been telling you. In fact, calls went out to about 3,000 residents. What homeowners in that area stand to lose is staggering.
And if you look at just the structural valuation that has been evacuated in the unincorporated area, we're sitting at about $295 million.
That's a very high value on those properties, those homes. The sheriff says people can help firefighters by staying off the roads, simply getting out of their way. He says while there is no containment right now, crews are focusing on keeping the fire away from people and property.
The biggest fire in the state right now, the High Park fires. 57 more homes lost this weekend alone in the Glacier View subdivision. That brings a total to 248 homes destroyed. The High Park fire has now burned 83,205 acres. This morning, 45% containment. Evacuations are still in place for hundreds of residents living on the edge of the High Park burn area. Residents of more than 700 homes, in fact, in Glacier Park are still displaced. 159 homes along Highway 14, this is east of Hewlett Road, remain under evacuation, and that includes all of Poudre Park.
Right now, 10 fires are burning in Colorado. They have kept the firefighters in our state busy throughout the weekend. Here's a look at them all to give you some perspective. There's the High Park fire, which is west of Colorado Springs, Waldo Canyon fire to the south of us. These are both threatening the most homes, but you can't forget about the fires burning further south in the western corner of our state. Now, this fire near the town of Elbert in Elbert County flared up overnight. It grew quickly to 600 acres yesterday before firefighters could gain any sort of control, and they did allow some evacuees back into their homes. But hotspots reignited overnight, and now it is just 75% contained.
A wildfire near Deckers is now 100% contained. The Trout fire started yesterday afternoon and burned about 25 acres. No structures were lost. No one was hurt. The cause of the fire, though, is still under investigation this morning.
Near the town of Mancos, we have the Weber fire. It's now burning at 7,000 acres, more than 100 homes evacuated right now. This is in Montezuma County. Thousands more people across the county are on standby to leave their homes if that fire grows. The biggest worry is if it jumps Highway 160.
There's also the state line fire just south of Durango along the New Mexico border. This picture you're looking at there is from the Durango Herald. At last report, it's burned about 350 acres. Firefighters were able to get the fire 15% contained. 6 homes are evacuated this morning.
A fire is burning near Pagosa Springs, and it has flared up. Crews are focusing on the southwest area of what's called the Little Sand Fire, using a heavy helicopter to keep it from crossing the Piedra River. The lightning-caused wildfire is 19,566 acres in size right now. It's just 31% contained, and this one has been burning for 6 weeks.
You can stay on top of the latest on all the fires burning in Colorado this morning here on 7 News, the denverchannel.com, our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter.